free midfielder for Liverpool. Leipzig faced Borussia Dortmund shortly before Europe's top 5 leagues completed their fixture schedules for the international timeout earlier this month. Konrad Laimer started the match in Leipzig midfield, while Jude Bellingham took the same position for Dortmund. Liverpool will be eager spectators for their Bundesliga key return match. The Reds were reportedly trying to sign Laimer before the last summer window closed, and Bellingham is their biggest target ahead of their transfer move in 2023. The man from Leipzig secured the win in the match and his team won by 3 goals. He looks like a good candidate to address Jürgen Klopp's midfield concerns at Anfield in the coming months. Liverpool are currently looking for a midfielder. Multiple midfielders will be joining the team as stars like James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita are in the final year of their contract. Besides these breakups, Thiago Alcantara is 31 years old now. And Jordan Henderson, 32 years old. Both tend to get more injuries over the past few years. Klopp therefore needs some additions, and while Bellingham is rightly seen as a first-choice priority, Laimer has the references to follow him to Merseyside, especially considering he appears as a free agent next summer. The Austrian player is such a rounded player that Bayern Munich has even tried to recruit his services lately. He's 25 years old and his hard-working style of play fits the intense football brand promoted by Klopp. Laimer is known for his dynamism and endurance. He is an energetic and determined player who fits Liverpool in his current guise. Over the past 365 days, it's included in the 99% of midfielders' pressure data. This reflects his disposition and willingness to work for his teammates. Being a Liverpool fan maybe makes him even more ideal. I'm a football fan and I usually love watching the Premier League. I've always been a Liverpool fan, Laimer told Bild this week. However, the biggest problem, compared to Bellingham and other targets, can be shown as the time it took. Laimer made just 15 starts in the Bundesliga last season, playing a total of 1,240 minutes. He made 26 starts in the 2019-2020 season and had 21 15 minutes on the court. This was his best record to date since moving to Germany in 2017. Laimer suffered a ligament injury in his game against Bellingham's Dortmund and will be out of action until January. Although he is generally seen as a suitable profile for Liverpool in terms of his profile, it does not change that the Reds need names in the midfield that they can trust blindly. Laimer's injury history doesn't bode well for Liverpool, but his good performance for the rest of the season could land him at Anfield for free. Virgil van Dijk found. In the near future, Julian has some decisions to make. It is obvious that Liverpool midfield will get stronger in the near future, but Liverpool sporting director has to think about the Reds' defence as well. Considering Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip, who will turn 32 next year, it becomes clear that Liverpool have to consider potential heirs to their throne. Matip is replaced by both Joe Gomez and Ibrahima Konate in the right-back role. However, Konate has not been with the team for a long time due to injury and Joe Gomez has shown that he is not at the expected level. However, both players did not perform well in the role of left-back and Liverpool should add a defender in the future, similar to Van Dijk's profile. A prominent name in this profile is Attila Szalai, who is an important name for the Hungarian national team and is called a Hungarian Van Dijk in his homeland. Szalai, who has great physical features and has a fast and extremely ball, once again drew attention for his country in the Nations League. The 24-year-old player ranked 3rd with 43 interceptions and was among the top 10 defenders in one aerial duels. He won 60% of 4.71 defensive duels per 90 minutes, according to Wiscout. But it's not just defense where Szalai stands out. The Hungarian defender ranks 2nd among his positional peers with an average of 7.85 with long passes per 90 minutes. This is an important option in setting up your game. Szalai has an impressive foothold when it comes to putting the ball forward and passing the ball into dangerous areas. Napoli bought Szalai's partner Kim Min-jae from Fenerbahce at the beginning of this season. They added the star, who fought against Liverpool in the Napoli match, to the team for only £16.5 million. This is a very reasonable fee. Currently, Szalai has Turkey's best defensive duel success rate of all centre-backs, winning 80% of 3.75 defensive duels per 90 minutes. A true gem who seems like a really tough and physical player with a lot of pick-up speed and a high streak playing pace, Salah is a very ideal candidate for Liverpool. He may have to pay a little more than Napoli, but he will be a star that will hide the team for many years to come. He is only 24 years old and still young for a centre-back. It's roughly the same age as Van Dijk was before he moved to the Premier League. Most importantly, it will be available for Liverpool at an affordable price, and given FSG's budget, this is an important factor to consider. Ward has to be clever in the market at times to get the best deal possible for Liverpool, and Salah is a star contender who can be bought without pushing Liverpool's budget too far. Do you think Hungarian Van Dijk can succeed at Liverpool? La Liga star accepts Liverpool transfer option. Athletic Bilbao forward Inaki Williams has officially announced that he once had the option to join Liverpool. The Reds' front line has been prominent since Jürgen Klopp took over as head coach in 2015. His first major signing, Sadio Mane, left as a club legend after scoring 120 goals in 6 seasons. Meanwhile, the 2017 edition, Mohamed Salah, has put his name in Liverpool's history in gold letters. More recently, Diogo Jota and Luis Diaz have come to Anfield to follow in the footsteps of their teammates. And Darwin Nunez's summer signature, which originally cost £64 million, also wants to prove itself. During the summer transfer window, we told you that Liverpool is interested in the La Liga team Bilbao star Williams. However, the Reds were considering him instead of Mane in 2021 as well. So Liverpool's interest in the player has been around for a long time. Answering transfer questions in a new interview, Ghanaian star Williams announced his chance to move to Anfield. "I had a choice to leave. There were contacts where I kept my position clear. It's nice that clubs like this are trying to get you, but I was always clear that I wanted to be at Athletic," he said. Interest in Williams in the Premier League reportedly peaked in 2019 after scoring 13 La Liga goals and making 5 assists. Williams set a record 237 league games in a row in September, and he wants to keep that record. Overall, he played 346 matches for Bilbao, scoring 77 goals and providing 49 assists. He extended his contract with Bilbao in 2019 until 2028 and has a £120 million release clause in his contract. Williams sent a statement of intent on his future, extending his contract until 2028. The opportunity may still be there for Williams to enjoy more regular European football. Still, the £120 million release clause will of course prove to be a stumbling block for interested clubs. And given that she turned 28 in June, her release clause and age may mean she doesn't have any more chances to walk away.